Good evening and
Good
welcome
evening.
to Paranormal Path Peeps. And tonight I have Conjure Quest. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad yourself.
Oh, it's great to finally meet you, finally speak to
Yeah,
you.
give it a
And
while.
we're actually going to meet up finally as well on Saturday, aren't we? Just
Yeah,
for a
yes,
meal,
definitely
really.
looking forward
So,
to
yeah.
the weekend, definitely, yes.
So that'd be interesting. Like, obviously, I've met you at Haunted Antiques. That was a while
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's been a fair while ago, that has, hasn't
about
it?
2 years nearly.
Yeah,
2 years, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But you've been so busy since then.
Very.
Just a
It's
bit.
absolutely crazy what you're doing. You're going to like loads of locations. You're meeting up with a lot of people, but then you've got your own location as well, haven't you?
Yes,
I
yeah.
can't even. How do you pronounce it? Wapping.
Wapping Wharf.
Wappenshaw
Yeah, you
Wharf or
say.
Wappenshaw Junction.
Yeah.
I'm no good for things like that. So Wappenshaw, yeah. So as soon as it comes to
fair.
pronunciation, I'm absolutely useless. But yeah, you know, that looks an incredible location. Obviously, you're getting a lot of footage from there. You're getting a lot of EVPs, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah, we've got we've got 24-hour camera surveillance, and at least once a week we get the cameras being switched, or switched to night vision, then switched back, or only one camera gets affected, or both cameras get affected at a different time. Yeah, it's crazy during the day. That's just lock off the camera when the building's completely empty. It's weird how things happen there.
It's well, I say we can't. I mean,
we haven't figured it out yet. So
I mean, I had the other morning, what was it? Sunday? No, was it yesterday? Yesterday, I had obviously because as we do, like we'll do like a live call out into the building from our phones.
Only if it goes off with motion detection.
Just to see what you can pick up. But then sometimes you'll get the motion sensor set off. So yesterday when I was doing a live call out, it was already in night vision.
Yeah.
So then roughly 10 minutes later, I get motion sensor alert, which then when I played the 30 seconds back, it was in daylight and switched to night vision.
Yeah. But then mine just before.
It doesn't work like that, does it?
Yeah, no, this camera's upstairs, mine's a lower floor, and mine went off about 11 minutes before yours. And it's like,
it's absolutely crazy. Yeah. But I mean, I've even because I'm obviously being a bit confused when it comes to night vision, like, you know what I mean, like how that's possible.
Yeah.
You've got to learn to like the kit and what it can do.
Yeah, I mean, even
random times, random days.
Yeah,
it's never the same.
It's always really weird how a lot of the times though, it's normally on a night that I've been doing a call out into the building.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Only once you call out, or it'll randomly go off, then we'll call out, but it'll happen again.
But we've had some really good stuff there, to be fair.
Yeah,
very strange stuff.
Go off there, yeah. We've had a woman singing, humming.
Yeah.
We've had I've heard an air raid siren, really strange, into the room, and it's unusual, isn't it? We've had unusual. voices galore. Definitely a female, like a strong female there, but a bit of everything.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, we've had a couple of teams down who we've not made it very public about the lady that sings upstairs.
Right, yeah.
And WXM Paranormal, Sandra Hatton and is it?
Sandra, yeah. Gregory,
they came down, and for us it was a quiet night.
It was very quiet.
But she did say too. She says that first of all that she says, does the name so and so make any sense to her? And I looked at Tracey straight and I was like, that's one of the strongest spirits here.
Wow, awesome! Don't you just love that?
Yeah,
it's brilliant. We love it.
Just to get validation like that, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially when she said like we was all upstairs and all three of us heard a lady singing.
Yeah, all three of them.
And we was like, that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we've only ever captured it on camera ourselves.
Yeah, we've never heard it in the room ourselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So
amazing.
they actually heard it themselves without
Yeah,
or anything.
Faint, but they all heard it in the room.
Wow. Yeah. It's stuff like that, isn't it? And then obviously if other teams get it, then it's just fascinating. It really is.
I mean, it's the same at the moment, obviously, because obviously it's been restorated.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of maintenance.
So at the moment, the car parking area and the pathway down is pure rubble and mud.
They're building walls,
and they're building a little a little dwarf wall around it. So it's
you have to wait now.
Because we should have had Amy Slaney, their team down, but unfortunately, due to the health and safety of everybody involved,
we've had to just it was the management decision. The guy that owns it, more than our decision. He messaged us to say it's not going to be safe, and we have to cancel.
Yeah, I was going to say we have to
just for their safety, which was the right decision at the end of the day. I mean, they're welcome to come back anytime. They know that. So
well, that's it. You've got a lot of buildings out there, and safety's priority now.
It is, especially since
you've got the culture, haven't you, where people will sue you if they trip over and.
It's a big old warehouse, isn't it? And it's an old canal wharf.
I was going to say.
It's all been dug up. They've been putting all the pipe work in for the sewers so they can fit the toilets in, and it's not a good place at the moment. So
it is, but it is an amazing place. So I mean,
beautiful. You'll have to see it for yourself.
You'll have to come. We'll have to get you down there.
It's like you get drawn in.
That's so cool. Still doing an event, are you, in Telford?
Sorry?
Still doing that event?
Yes, hopefully. Yes,
definitely next year.
Yeah, because that's there, isn't it?
Well, we're toying on it at the moment.
Right. Okay.
Whether it's going to be there, hopefully. Or there is we do have access to another venue.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Depending on.
Because one of the guys, one of the trustees of the Canal Junction has got contacts down Ironbridge.
It was a bigger place down there.
Which is going to be a lot bigger, and
oh, that's amazing. Ironbridge,
we love it.
Went there on a school trip, but it's
it's only 5 minutes down the road for us.
Oh, is it? All right, yeah, because I'm at Markham that night, so as long as that.
Brilliant.
So, but I'm okay. It's all good. It's like 3 hour drive from there to Markham. Only till 4 a.m. in the morning, so it's all good.
Right.
Oh, do we definitely have to make sure we got you in on if we got you in on talk. Early, you know what I mean? So that
because oh dear, I've just got to sort out getting to Markham and probably sleep in the car overnight or something. I don't know. But it just sounds amazing what you do, and you sort of tend to get a lot of EVPs as well. I can't get EVPs.
Don't ask. They just come to me and I'm like, how?
That's brilliant. Yeah. But you can hear them as well. I can't always hear them.
No.
Yes.
So I'm deaf. I'm completely deaf. So
oh God. So you don't.
No.
Oh, bless you.
I mean, like would you believe?
Sound up, and he goes, nope, still can't hear.
Would you believe the only heated debates we have are over EVPs?
Yeah.
Really?
You'll sit there and go, "Oh, did you hear this?" And I'm like, "No, you got to work. I can't even
oh, bless you.
10 years in a factory, and my hearing's just gone.
I've just got a very sensitive ear for it. And I find them quite easily, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, I hear voices anyway.
I'm saying because she's recently found out that she's clear audio.
Yeah, I'm clear audio. So
wow, brilliant.
I've had a woman stand behind me, spirit, and speak to me, and I've heard everything she said, and I've caught it on the voice recorder, which proves that I do. I'm like, what was that? And like, straight away off the voice recorder, she said waitress, didn't she, or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
Straight in the ear. Yeah.
I mean, we have had some. I mean, there are a few, obviously, because it's like when we put a video out or something like that. There's a lot of stuff that we don't put in.
Well,
that's right.
Because obviously
it's so much.
A lot of them, because especially if you're in a room like I was saying, when you're on an event or something like that, that could be audio pareidolia, or could be something in the background, or
we just go with like if we'd had 5 or 10, we'd pick the 3 or 4 of the best ones.
Yeah,
that are audible for people to hear, that they can understand, and we'll post them. But I've got absolutely loads and loads.
It's mental.
Yeah, I've had conversations. Absolutely, it's strange.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I sort of have conversations mediumistically, but not through hearing the voices. So I get images and names and dates and things like that through.
Yeah,
I get given questions.
Yeah.
No, what, sorry?
Huh?
What do you say?
I get given questions, I do.
So,
in my ideal way of investigating, if it happens, it doesn't always. When I went to that I'm a Celebrity Castle, it was a shocking night all night. It really wasn't a good one. It was flat as anything, but I think the spirits were unhappy because they'd used it as a Halloween maze. So they'd used it as a scare maze. They've got skeletons and all the sort of everything everywhere, you know what I mean? So they basically got the building trashed, hadn't they? You know, from the spirits' perspective, for us, it's great, you know, it's what we want. But spirits weren't happy, they weren't communicating whatsoever. But right at the end, I picked up on the lady, I believe, who's the wife of the guy who built it. And I was getting questions in my head, and there's somebody there with dowsing rods, and they were just going, yeah,
they've got a way of communicating.
And you know, I've come up with quite a lot of information, and the questions I had were a bit near the knuckle as well. But I was given them, and I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm sorry for asking that. And at first, the dowsing rods were like going slow to like she wasn't happy to do that. But then as it progressed, she was like more willing. So you could sort of see how the relationship changed. And
that's what I mean. It's like Lisa. I mean, it's like
fascinating, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's like we were saying. I mean, because I might sound daft, but on an investigation, I kind of connect with spirit.
Yeah.
So when I'm calling spirit forward, I'm calling him forward specifically.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it's useful to be able to do that, because it's all very well having the gadgets, flashing, beeping, whatever, but what exactly does a beeping gadget prove?
Yeah.
But then if you're getting the images and then you're getting words, names, dates, things like that, then you can. I need to do my research on the castle. I need to find out more, because she told me some information which it should be easy to check up. So we'll see. But
I was going to say. I mean, we're quite lucky. We've kind of a good friend of ours. He does history around the Black Country.
Oh, Jamie.
Jamie Bedard.
That's well answer, yeah.
And we've got him on board as our history advisor now.
Yeah, for me.
Which is absolutely, it's really good. Like, because obviously, I mean, we've like using ChatGPT or using internet.
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff that he finds compared to what I find.
Yeah. Sometimes
and it's just
gotta have the know-how.
Yeah, I gave Mandy West some information, so she's the haunted historian. And I've got connection in my past life, and I've got a name and things like that, and I sort of sent it to her, and she actually found the name of the judge and everything else, and she's trying to find out of the people who potentially I was in a past life.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really like intriguing, but she managed to get a lot of information which validated my past life and validated a lot of the information I picked up over the last few years.
Yeah,
it's mad. I mean, that's what I say. It must be. Must be an amazing experience for yourself.
Yes.
It is. It's mad. You know, like I really want to get my book out. It's God, one day it's in my balls in my court again. It's come back to me.
You'll get there.
I've only got to read. I'm doing panto now. I've got my lines to learn.
Yeah.
I've got panto in just over 2 weeks. I need to get on
God.
with that. I've got a song to sort out.
That's it. Yeah.
And I want to squeeze a book in, but how do you do that when you?
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough hours,
basically.
Yeah.
So you need a good couple of days on it just to, and it's just trying to find that great big wodge of time. So I've done half. Like I'd got it all edited for last January.
Oh yeah.
Then it came back to me because, and then circumstances really, and I found somebody to proofread it, but I decided, I'm looking at it first and then get it back again, and you keep changing it, you keep looking at it, keep changing it, thinking, oh no, I don't want. Then you write weird things, and you go, oh no, that's changed and that's happened since, and oh dear. But yeah, one day I'll get it out. But we've got Mark Wallbank on. He's got some books. He's got another one out as well. So
brilliant.
Yeah, I know, it's incredible, isn't it? And there I am, just trying to get one out the door. It's like,
well, we've said. I mean, I said ages ago, like, I'd love to put a book, but you could guarantee that I ain't, because I haven't got my attention span's really, really bad.
Oh, bless you.
So it'll probably take me 10 years just to write the first chapter.
I'll end up finishing it.
It was a weird process. I never thought, and the staff changed halfway through, and it's like, oh, okay, that didn't go together the way I did that bit to that bit, and it's like, but we'll see. Hopefully one day I'll get it out, and then I won't have to go into the story of my past life because it'll all be in it. It gets more and more complicated as time goes on, and I discover more. So
brilliant.
So I just get into these weird project things, and then I had interaction with something for 3 years, and that ended, and then it's like you've got your project as well, haven't you? And it's just fascinating. It's good that you could do that.
It's great. I mean, because it's really weird how it all kind of. It's not something that we planned.
No. Just came our way.
Obviously, at the time, it was there was a third member.
Okay.
Who, but obviously,
whatever.
They have to move away. Put it that way.
Yeah, that's move away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then she left us to it. So.
Yeah, we kind of but.
In all fairness,
I was going to say, I mean, like the first time we went down there, because we went down there with a friend of ours, Jack Hudson,
Hutchinson,
the medium,
Jack Hutchinson. Yeah, it's the first day we went down there, first ever experience we had, proper sure. We had an investigation with Jack Hutchinson, the medium.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, and he picked up on quite a bit, didn't it?
Yeah,
it was a very interesting night. That was where we got the DVP. Both cameras captured it, and all 3 people in the room caught it as well.
Yeah.
So, and then it's followed, doesn't it? It's crazy what we've picked up.
It's great because it's obviously not just for letting other teams come down to experience the place, investigation wise, but also historical wise.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because I mean, there's only literally. As far as we know, there's only 4 in the whole of the world.
Yeah, walking our walls are actually open.
That are still standing.
Yeah, still standing.
As we know.
And that's why it's so important to the heritage that we keep this place, for the future, for just for history's sake. There's so many just getting destroyed and left for rubble.
Yeah.
I think
it's shocking, isn't it?
It is.
You see it happen. There's a manor house in Wales that's stopped doing paranormal now. I don't quite know, what was happening with that. But, obviously the Crooked House,
That was
awful.
That was brutal, that place. That was
That was just carnage.
Yeah.
I'll explain it that way.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
but
like you said,
you know,
it's that heritage.
and like the leopard as well in
The what, sorry?
The leopard.
The one, was it Burslem? The one in Burslem?
I don't know.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, because that was a great location,
Yeah.
and then it just came sort of rack and ruin, and then it got burnt down, didn't it? And it just happens like more and more, and we lose so many locations.
So I mean, I suppose you can't really get into the politics behind it, like, but
no,
it's you've got to. I mean, I always said from the beginning, like that. I mean, for how many people wanted to get into that place to investigate it, there's still that hadn't done it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no reason to do.
They don't let you in.
Yeah, to do what was done.
Yeah, that's right. But like loads of places as well, and we've lost a lot of venues. So if you can bring one onto the scene, it makes money for the venue. It helps those out.
Like I said, we're open for everybody.
Yeah,
it'd just be great to get everyone to enjoy the experience.
Yeah,
that's what we're working on. So
I mean, that's what I say. I mean, hopefully next year, because excuse me, because they're doing like there's going to be an open space upstairs for such as conferences and stuff like that.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
They'll be running. They'll be using obviously in the daytime. Then we've got a lot of original artifacts.
Interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
That's up my street, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Not even I've seen
because I was going to say there's well, what it is going eventually. You better start booking in, Rich. We've got, because it's all to do with Thomas Telford.
Yeah.
He's like the major like historical key.
Well, definitely.
Around here.
He's one like
everyone's heard of him, haven't you? Know.
You've heard of the Iron Bridge itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was the designer of.
Yeah, he designed the Iron Bridge.
Yeah, that's right.
And he kept the steel works going basically.
Yeah.
And he's linked to the smaller building of Wappenshaw. So part of the original, he apparently designed it and helped build that. We have had some links from there, EVP wise, mentioning this Thomas Telford. So getting there slowly.
Yeah. It's a mad story that's really it's starting to unfold within the place, which is great for us.
Yeah, but also if you are local to the area, and you are, it's good for you to get something local, isn't it?
Oh God,
yeah. Where you've been brought up with a history, and obviously you can't miss the bridge. It's huge.
It is. I mean, that's what I say. I mean,
you don't get places like that anymore.
But we're looking obviously into the new year. Obviously, we're like doing the ParaQuest.
Yeah.
ParaQuest.
Yeah. But also looking to get some psychic mediums.
Yeah,
to come down and do some psychic medium nights.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay.
Everyone's spiritual and paranormal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
They all work together. They should be able to work together. It's both connecting with spirit, basically.
Well, yeah. Well, I sort of work a lot with mediums now.
Yeah.
You know, I do lessons with Barry John, and I do sort of do mediumship-led investigations generally.
Yeah.
So when I sort of go out, when I book a location, a lot of the people who book on it, mainly in mediums.
Yeah.
I don't call myself a medium, but they are really good. So
you'd be surprised what they come out with and what they find out and what they can tell you. And
that's right.
It's around them, isn't it? It's
that's what I mean. That's what I say.
I love it. Really do.
Yeah, that's
it is.
right.
I mean,
to get the information, isn't it? And that's the big one.
Yeah.
Just to help each other.
It's like I said. It's like I was saying. It's like, I mean, obviously, because like it's like when we go down and we find something new there. But then, like I said, when Sandra Hatton and WXM went down, for them to pick up some stuff that we'd already picked up on.
That's awesome. Yeah,
it's absolutely it's a great experience of knowing that we're on the right path.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I went to a place in Nottingham. I probably you should dip there. It's called That Weird Shop.
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
I went there.
I'd like to see
It's
that
slightly the other end of sort of Nottingham, really. But yeah.
I'm sure I've been past it.
Yeah. But the information we got was quite mind blowing.
Wow.
And it's like, well, it just seemed really like OTT, to be fair.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
certainly not what you want to sort of what you'd ever find in a shop or you know associated with a shop. And I've not said anything of it publicly, and generally people haven't.
Yeah.
And another group went, I think it's PHI, and they actually went there. And we compared notes after. They got exactly the same.
Oh, wow.
You know, and it's so goddamn gruesome. And you think, well, you expect gruesome from a castle. You know, you expect a place, but a shop. You know,
it's a lot
just a building. You don't.
I was going to say, but like you say, I mean,
all connected, aren't they?
Yeah, I was going to say it's only when you start looking back through the history.
Yeah.
Of what the ground was on, or the history around the area.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Everything documented and cross-reference. That's it. But you're sort of keeping notes, I guess, of everything anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
You find things, but then
really unusual.
Yeah, we've got. I mean, video and file wise, we've got
massive.
Jesus Christ, I've got about 8 gigs worth.
God. Yeah, just
on Wapping Show itself.
Yeah,
that's good.
Plus what we've got wrote down with key names, key events,
key facts. Yeah, we have actually picked up on one person there and proven that person died 200 years ago, and he lived 40 minutes away.
Mm.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it's things like that, and when you get it validated, that's
that's
really why we do this, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just we just do this. It's a massive jigsaw puzzle, and sometimes on the pieces fit, it's just wow.
Yeah,
it is. That's what I said. I mean, I suppose
comes up because there's layers and layers and.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like when you go to a location, you never know what layer you're going to get.
No, that's right.
You know, I mean, like, you could go to a location, and then we could go 2 weeks later and get something new or something different.
Yeah,
from a different time layer.
That's right. It's just very odd. You think in history how sort of many people sort of were at a castle, like if the property's there from the 1100s, and you think about all the trauma and all the battles and all the happy, sad, or whatever times, and people potentially dying there, and then like you could get quite a few, like just getting one area or different things, and it's just fascinating how more than one person might pick up on the same spirit.
I was going to say. I mean, it's like it's. I mean, we've got an undisclosed location that we're going to in a couple of weeks, and it's not the sort of place. If you was to kind of look realistically, that you think would be.
You think would be haunted.
And it's only when you start going back through the history.
It's more what's over the road.
That you think, okay.
Yeah.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Same area.
Yeah. I went to a place just outside York.
Yeah.
And it's just a Airbnb, so it's Paranormal Research York who did it.
Yeah.
And the guard and walls were actually a castle.
Oh wow.
So the castle sort of no longer there now, but so you've got that history there, haven't you, on the land?
That's it.
You just don't know, and I do keep like putting things on the page, to find Roman villas, to find this and that, don't they? Which people didn't even realise were there.
Crazy,
yeah. So I said, it's like with. I mean, I don't know whether you're the same, but it's nice for the history. It's nice to go there to admire the history and the architecture as well as the paranormal side of it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because I mean, some of the places we've been, where it's been a bit of a flat night, but the photos that we've took, have been absolutely stunning, and it's just like it kind of, I don't know, it almost kind of like compensates for the fact that you've not really had an active night, but
still come back with something good.
Just having the experience of being there and seeing it.
So the experience is more important, I think.
Yeah. I've done photography ever since I've known. I've really been a keen photographer. So, now with the phone, it's like you can capture everything. I can't capture spirit, mind you, but I can capture everything. I can capture buildings, things like that with phone.
I think not even we've been that lucky.
Yeah.
I've probably got one photo. And there's 2 photos of me.
Yeah.
Which one is my face changing, and the other one is a light, all to do with that red box from Haunted Antiques, which that story's over. That happened 2 to 3 years, over 2 to 3 years. So, but the 2 photos of me with it, which were unusual to say the least. So, and it wasn't like your typical orb picture. There was a white light coming from the box, but it wasn't like all pair on lens or any other, which you could explain away. And
I was going to say, I mean, that's one thing that I suppose at the moment we're kind of like filtering through is when it comes to orbs and.
There is such a thing as spirit orb.
Yeah,
I've seen them with my eyes.
Not everything is dust.
That's it.
In specific circumstances, there is such a thing as spirit orb.
Well,
I've seen spirit orb, and I've seen dust, and there's certain things that are different.
There's a prime example. We went to Craggy Knot.
Yeah.
And you've got like the TB wards. Have you been?
That place is crazy. I would highly recommend it. It is amazing.
It's absolutely beautiful place.
We'll have to get you in.
I was going to say we'll have to arrange something in the new year. But we were not. Everybody else was upstairs in the TB wards.
Right. Okay.
We're on the haunted stairs in the middle of the hallway,
so we was like, there's too much, because there was lots of tech, and I'm not really, I can, because then I'm not, that somebody in a group had put a music box right next to the wall where we were working next door, so it was going off like, so we was like, you know what, we'll go downstairs.
We're just going to disappear. We're just going to go do our own little thing, and it was worth it, wasn't it?
Well, so if you can imagine, you got like a walk, you got like the walkway there, and then a hall, like a walk. So you got stairs coming up, and then a hall, walkway, and then stairs kind of like veering round. And there's a door here halfway down.
Yeah.
That's completely locked off.
It's never been not in the middle, like
and
hundreds of years probably.
Wow.
We out of nowhere. It was almost like somebody got a blanket and just gone like that.
Massive flurry.
And it literally
lasted seconds, but it just disappeared.
Wow.
Really weird.
And it was.
And we got it on camera, but we can't understand.
Can't work it out because.
We actually debunked it on camera, tried looking. There was no window, there was no open door.
Yeah.
The door was locked. It was like a pin lock thing, so you had to literally key your number in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there was a window to the door, but it wasn't.
The window was sealed.
It was sealed. There was no breeze whatsoever. It just like it went across the.
But it was just.
And like out of nowhere.
I mean, me being me, the first thing I do is go, well, that's not spirit, but how can you kind of explain that? Because where did it come from?
Yeah. You can't. You do get some really weird encounters, don't you?
Yeah.
Energy mist. Well, yeah, I've seen mists before.
Yeah. They said there was a lot of children's spirit in that area.
Yeah, just a
We
few.
got
wow.
lots of children EVPs.
Yeah.
Like,
We're
the weirdest thing.
rewards, he said. Yeah, I still remember that. Sorry.
Go on,
It's
what's
all
that?
right.
A little boy.
I've seen glitter above a Ouija board before.
Glitter.
Wow.
Glitter.
Oh, wow.
So it's like little glitter, and it's just above
Okay.
the like energy, just like glitter, just all
Oh, wow.
sparkling,
Okay.
beautiful. It's like
Yeah.
little, like you blink and look away. And
Yeah.
That's cool.
all this
Yeah.
glitter. Oh my god, it's so
shows that you
beautiful
don't know
and
what you're
stunning.
experiencing. Yeah.
And
It's
yeah,
that's
you
what I said.
can't.
It's
You just
absolutely. Go on, sorry.
mad, isn't it? You just can't.
You can't explain it.
No, I mean
No.
that's like. I mean, like it's like yourself, like you say. I suppose every investigation, you always kind of like
Everything's
you get that one
yeah.
investigation where you see something that's just completely new,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, so how do I work with this? How do I,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, I mean, Trace will tell you I'm the world's worst for trying to debunk stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I am.
You do,
But that
yeah.
that
like-
makes you good at what you do, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You need
You have to
remain
debunk.
skeptic because
Yeah, I mean,
it could be natural, yeah.
it's like, well, I mean, like when we're putting a video together and you're going back through the footage and you'll see something, it's like, yeah, but that's that, or it could be this, or it's going to be that, or have we taken into they were standing there, or
yeah,
and it's,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably kill like 3/4 of footage.
Just trying to debunk.
Oh,
Just trying to
definitely.
debunk
So
it.
we tried. This is like we went back. We did this. What do you think? Yeah,
That's what
you have to.
we got to. I mean, it's like you said with the EVPs. I mean, we've got some awesome kind of like what could be determined as words, but because you've got a lot of noise pollution behind them, you're never 100%.
Yeah, it has to be quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
know what I
like
mean?
that. Yeah, anything what's got slight doubt, then no.
No,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
definitely no.
It has to be a pure quiet room. Otherwise, it'd be like, I can't put that out because it could be misinterpreted, or it could have been somebody else, or
yeah.
Get you.
I mean, with a perfect example, I mean, I'll send it to you. I'll get Trace to send it to you after, later. But we did. Where was it? Biston Hall. Was it Biston?
Which one? The what?
Actually, I did.
Yeah, Biston.
Yeah, we went with
just another team. Just say
yeah,
another team.
went on an event team, but we was down. There's like an underground, like the cellar kind of area,
Right.
and we got the voice recorder on, and we're doing a call out, and don't really notice anything because we've got a bit of tech going off, but nothing real.
Yeah.
Until we get back home and we start going back through the footage. And we get this perfect EVP that we cannot, to this day, put out on page because it is that clear that just no one would believe you.
Oh, wow, bless you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, for everybody in the room, for the rest of the footage, you've got, like, everybody else is talking and, you know, you can hear everybody else's voices.
We know
but then there's a very slight, which we couldn't make out, very posh upper class lady.
Wow.
Actually,
and then and then after that, it's as clear as day, like me and you talking. She goes, actually, I have. In a real upper class, proper, but it's that real that it's like me or you talking.
Yeah, but then I was like,
I
mentioned it on another one. I was at Newstead Abbey. Did the public event with Barry John. Finished for the night. I'd got his sister behind me, just walking out the door, and I heard the name Jackie. So I didn't say anything. I turned round just to see who was there. Didn't say a word, and Amanda says, "Oh, I've heard your name, Jackie." And she heard it as well, and she was behind me. And there's no women around, and that was so really clear. And like, well, why? Nobody knows me there. Why?
Yeah.
But there's a particular female spirit who straight away I sort of clicked onto, and
that's the thing.
And I think her, and I just imagine like from now on she'll be ready to talk to me.
Yeah.
I do feel that because I do tend to have a lot of empathy. So the ones come to me with all the sob stories, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and the ones who have been unhappy and they sort of tell their stories, and it's just so fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Really
It is.
You've heard our names.
Oh God,
so many times.
I've been cursed and swore at by spirit and everything.
Oh gosh, yeah. You haven't been a paranormal investigator unless you've heard Get Out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's got to happen, hasn't it?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think the last one was only last week. He said, "Hello, Mr. Lindon."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible.
And I've had I've been called both my surname and my married surname, like my original name, right, and my married surname.
Do you think that's the family member then, with your
Sorry?
original name?
No, this was at Nottingham. Would you believe this was?
Okay.
This was in the village in
you know the village area at the back of the galleries.
The galleries.
Where the old police car and everything is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I've actually got the EVP from saying my maiden surname and my married surname.
Wow.
And nobody knows
really
my normal maiden surname.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Creep me out a little bit. I'm like, too much.
Thing is, I suppose you're always learning though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And that's what makes it so incredible, isn't it?
It's as I say, I mean it's like, I mean, like, because we was looking back from like a year ago, year and a half ago when we first started, and you look back at how you change as an investigator.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
But every single investigation, I don't think we'll ever stop learning.
No.
Oh God, no. No, that's it.
Never stop learning.
I was Josiah in one of Josiah Wedgwood's houses, somewhere he lived.
Yeah.
So went there and investigate there a couple of weeks ago, and something was tapping on the table.
Oh, nice.
So somebody came out with the copy me, and it did. But in the end, we got 1 tap for yeah and 2 taps for no.
Yeah.
We had a conversation, and it was that clear.
Yeah.
You hear taps, but to actually get it that clear, and like we even sort of said, right, everyone away from that table, make sure it's not you making it creak or something.
Yeah, I had that. I had that too.
Just fascinating.
Yeah. Hitchinbrook had that. Actually, it just got tap 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 right next to me. No one else in the room.
No, we couldn't hear it.
No one else in the room could hear it. And I picked it up on the voice recorder. It's actually on the video.
So incredible!
That was strange,
absolutely, because we went with Circle of Friends.
Yes, I've been with them. Yeah.
Circle of Friends.
Was it Circle of Friends? No, it wasn't. It was Paranormal Presence, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry.
I haven't been out with them yet.
And Emily Paranormal, because we did like a massive collab down there.
All right, yeah.
And like I said, I mean, there was me, Trace, Alison, and the Cameron, and us three couldn't hear anything. Trace was sat down the other end doing live EVPs, and she's going, "That's just freaking me out." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Somebody tapping on it." We're like, "No one else can hear it."
No,
absolutely no one else can hear it.
Oh, this is strange what I hear.
But that was it weren't long after that. Because there's like a book that's supposed to get thrown off one of the bookshelves.
Okay.
So we got like K2. We got K2 on one of the bookshelves going absolutely mental, and then calling out and asking spirit to show us which bookcase.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat ball.
And then the cat ball starts flashing on one of the bookcases.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Which is just...
when you get things on demand, it is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, just to get those responses.
The old trusty cat balls, you can't beat them.
Well, I know. You know what? People call every bit of kit going, but as long as you... Okay, you know... Maybe they can be sitting there and it can interact and it can go off on its own or whatever. We know that. But if it's doing it on a question, and it does it on a question again and again, then there you go. Why is it doing it? And this is it. Like, there's so many people out there who go, "Oh, that's rubbish. That's rubbish." Well, Well,
check it out for yourself.
That's what I say. Well,
do it yourself.
I think it's nice when you, like you say, when you can back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Just use common sense on everything.
I mean, we did for our Halloween special, where we did like this. I don't know, what's it called?
Which one?
The Halloween special we're doing.
Oh yeah, the rope works.
The rope works.
All right, yeah.
Bit of a weird place because somebody had been in there and they decided, obviously kids, had decided at the very bottom to make their own little satanic altar down there.
Yeah.
It was absolutely great for Halloween videoing, but
yeah, it's got this big 666.
Yeah, they've done like an actual sacrificial what's in the middle of it and everything. It was great.
Definitely set the video.
But was using Andy Guy's empath.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I've got to be honest, is an absolute gem of a piece of equipment.
I can't believe how much we've got from that.
We've had so many different.
I've shown him the footage, and he's like, "How?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't used it that much. I haven't. I got it I got it straight away. Obviously, you had it before me. You know, I think.
Yeah.
She had a prototype, but I had it as soon as he released them.
Yeah.
And I do tend to use his TAD. My gosh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Pretty good.
I think there's something with my TAD because it goes off too much.
Sometimes it does. Yeah.
We've kind of found, and I had this conversation.
One doesn't. So I don't kind of.
Yeah, that's it.
Trying to work it out.
But I had this conversation with Andy not so long ago. Is obviously because of, I mean, we don't tend to use it quite so much. Only because
only when you're doing call out because the noise can be distracting.
Yeah, because sometimes if there is, let's say you're doing, let's say you're doing a castle or and you've got that let's say you've got the natural airflow.
Oh yeah. Right.
That's cooling it down, heating it up, cooling it down. I mean, we've had it going off non-stop, completely balmy to the stage where we've just gone. We're going to have to turn this off because it's just annoying.
Yeah, but that's right.
I mean, like, it goes without saying that. I mean, Andy Guy's kit is just like amazing.
It is because it brings science into it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
they are more scientific measurement devices. Before that, I preferred the EDI. But the EDI never does anything.
No.
You know, it's very rare that. But I don't know. And if something does happen on the EDI, you do know, you know, there is something going on, really.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's like the Magnavox. I mean, we don't get the Magnavox go off very often, but
you know, something.
We've had it a few times.
When it does, it's surprising.
Yeah,
even
that's
though,
right. Yeah.
I mean, like Andy will say, like that, he never actually built them for communication. There is only like detection, but we've had it on a few occasions where we've asked a specific question and asked it to go to a specific piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And then it's gone off, and then you kind of like, well,
there's some little way that
just
as much as
there is a way, because I had two tattoos, and one doesn't really go off, and the other one
does.
I don't know if it's got something with it. You know, I think my dad might be with it. You know, he likes it. I'm sure he does.
Well, that's the thing, though, isn't it?
But I found that one of them kept going to red, and one was going to blue at the same time. So the red one only went to red, and the blue one only went to blue. And the next
there isn't that.
I was going to say that's got to be.
Never worked with two, have we? So
no.
I can't
and that was right next door to each other.
Well, that's what I mean to say. I mean, science itself says that naturally that's not possible.
No, that's right.
So that has to be. You'd have to have an energy very close to one of those.
Yeah.
I think that they don't do it how we've they don't use it the purpose that it's been designed to be used.
Yeah.
They just do it any way they can, and it's not about temperature with those devices.
Yeah. Well, this is what
they find the way to tweak it somehow.
Well, this is what we've said is that, like, obviously, when you've got with any location, spirits, they're not all the same energy.
No, that's right.
So you've got different levels of energy. You might have the weaker energy, the higher energy, the stronger energy. So obviously, if they're going up to an item, I mean, it's just my theory. But if they're going up to an item, and it goes off, and we're like, oh my god, the tattoo's just gone off.
Yeah.
As a spirit, they're like, oh, we'll try that again. And then we go, oh, it's going off again. So they're like, I can manage this.
Yeah, that's right.
I can show them an ear.
Yeah.
Because they're paying attention when this goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. If they want to talk to us, and there's always that question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the whole thing, isn't it? Like,
I tell you what, when we first went into it, I mean, obviously, because, God, excuse me, I mean, I being brought up in a poltergeist house.
Oh, okay.
So I was always like,
That's usually the question to start with, but we just went straight off into it, and that was that.
Yeah, no.
Go on then. More on that then.
Oh well, I mean, Jesus Christ, I think it's probably about 10. We moved to this house, and pretty much straight away there was unexplained weird stuff going on.
Yeah,
like you'd have the bog standard, like things would go missing, and you'd be like, "Well, I swear to God, I put that down there," and and then you'll literally trash the house, and then you'll look around and go, "Hold on a minute, that weren't there 5 minutes ago." But we used to have noises. We'd have like voices in the house when nobody was in the house.
Wow.
Even to the stage where, because my dad used to work nights.
Okay.
And being a child, was like, wait till Dad had gone to work. We'll sneak downstairs, try and get a glass of milk off Mum, like, knowing that Mum would be sat downstairs with a chocolate, blah 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 blah. So, to go down the stairs, it was like the bedroom, like the parents' bedroom was kind of like there, and then the stairs were there.
Right.
So you'd always kind of like walk down the stairs and go like that into the bedroom. So I've gone like that the one night, and I'm like, oh. And my dad's lying in bed, because obviously he'd have like 4 or 5 hours sleep before he got up and went to work.
Yeah.
So I've looked in and I've gone, well, that's kind of buggered it. Dad's still in bed.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to chance it and go down the stairs and just ask my mum anyway. So it goes down the stairs, opens the door, and I'm like, how come Dad's not gone to work? And my mum's looking at me again like, well, he went 20 minutes ago.
Oh, God. Right.
And I'm like, so who's in your bed, mother? And she's like, oh, it's just probably the way Dad's rolled the sheets back. And I'm like, no, the sheets don't move on their own and there's nobody there.
But if you think that's your dad, then I spoke to somebody a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who saw a gentleman standing somewhere, but the same gentleman was next door to them.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's the same sort of thing. How?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was,
and they sort of mentioned it had happened again.
Yeah.
So they kind of got a photo of something, but actually was standing with them. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. It's really weird. I mean, obviously, at that age, it was kind of like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, well, that doesn't seem.
Well, that's my dad. What's going on? I don't get that. Yeah,
but that's what kind of got me into that. That's what kind of got me into that stage of like as I was growing up.
Yeah.
Of wanting to understand it. I mean, dare I say, watching Most Haunted and all the other.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Only really Most Haunted, to be fair.
Sorry.
I only really watched Most Haunted. I didn't really bother with anything else.
No.
And modern stuff I haven't really. I watch Are You Haunted, and I watch some YouTube, and I watch real investigations.
Yeah,
but not TV because it's.
Yeah. No, I was going to say we don't watch anything. I mean, I suppose the only one we watch nowadays is Help My House Is Haunted.
Yeah. Okay.
Not all of it. Not all the time.
Apart from, I mean, I suppose it is a good program, and I'm not going to get into the politics, but I don't think every house has got imps or demons.
Well, yeah, this is the thing, isn't it?
No.
But TV's TV, and it's.
Yeah.
I think I sort of gave up on Most Haunted once I started doing investigating myself, and you think, oh, that's a bit different from
what you're watching on there.
Whether it's screaming all the time as well, you think, well, okay, if she's doing it this much, why is she always screaming?
Yeah, exactly.
It's too much drama, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, as I said, I mean, it's like yourself, like some locations, and you might be sat there yawning half the night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like,
I was falling asleep on the board once.
That's
you do the Ouija and you're falling asleep, so it's like 6 a.m. in the morning. Done that. That's bad. Like, oops.
Yeah, done that.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's like you say about Ouija boards. I mean, I suppose one of them still slightly skeptical.
Had good experiences.
Yeah. Good experiences.
Yeah. I generally won't use them on a public event. Yeah. I won't do table tipping. I won't do any. I'm right one on a public event. You know what I mean? I won't do anything communal.
Yeah.
I'll make a noise. Like, it's quite funny because there's this guy, and he was leading a group, and he was doing table tipping, yes and no.
Yeah.
And he's going, what year is it? It's like in 1900, so he got that. Then he went 1901, 1902, and it's going, no. So I just came out of a year, and and then I came out of more because I just put him out of misery, you know what I mean? And it was just like, but that's the thing. Like, if you can't tap into spirit, it's hard to like.
That's it.
I suppose. I mean,
information.
Well, that's it. I suppose.
Just talk to spirit directly.
Yeah, I was going to say. I suppose, like yourself, is I find it a lot more nowadays, especially having that direct conversation.
That extra, it sort of adds so much, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like when you mention a board, Mary Arden Inn near Stratford.
Yeah.
And on the board it came out, it died in 1999 as former landlord.
Oh wow.
Okay.
And then he spelled out, how are you doing this? And like, it's things like that, isn't it?
Okay,
and to then ask him questions, because he's actually because like a lot of the history, like, you might be offending them, like it's not right what we're doing, and you've got to get over that. But a woman asking questions, or all that, the culture sort of thing, whatever. But then when you're speaking to somebody on your wavelength who passed in 1999, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it? Then you can sort of ask the questions, you can ask the meteor questions, and that is when it gets more interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you can try and get answers about a past life.
Yes.
It's one thing I've loved.
That's amazing.
What's that?
To get answers past life. I've never done it. That'd be something.
Yeah. If you could get a spirit who's kind of on side, who, it's kind of got to be somebody recent who actually understands what you're doing, really. And gosh, it's incredible.
Well, I suppose I mean, it's one thing I'd love to do is past life regression.
Or something to think about. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Have to record it all.
Yeah. I mean,
I've done past life regression twice, and it's fascinating.
Amazing experience. I mean,
is it? What's it like?
It's meditation. I've done it with I've done it with 3 people. The first time was at Derby Jail with a lady called Denise Mott. That was the group one. And it turned out I was like 1300s Nottingham Castle.
Oh, okay.
As a peasant, lived right near there, where the Robin Hood legacy is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh gosh, here we go. And then the second one was like 1800s, and the judge lived at the Robin Hood legacy, so it's it's like night work for him, and it's like, well, this is a bit weird.
Yes, I think our past.
And the third one, I didn't want to go down that route because I knew I had to finish off. I bailed out of my last past life regression because I was in a court in front of a judge, and I knew I was going to be found guilty, so I pulled
Oh, right,
out
okay.
because I didn't want to go to the execution stage.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull out before that. So, yeah, even though like the first one I knew how I died.
God.
You know, it's like that was one of the questions. You know, how did you die? And actually, does suit meet with the like historical facts?
Yeah.
You know, it happened. There's a reason it happened, and
Yeah.
And you know, it's just a whole thing, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you know, there's certain questions that you sort of get asked, and then if you look at history and you find out that actually that's right.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just, isn't it?
It's fascinating.
And then, it is.
Just to try and validate it, like I did it. It's only recently, like I've gone through it again, and I've like put it in a chapter in my book, sort of like the information I've got. I put it in my book. I have got it on YouTube. Nobody can see it because when you do meditation, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've watched him do it a few times. Paul
Goddard,
it's fantastic.
That was a group one, so he did one at the Parameet, a group one, and I didn't go down that because it was people were there, and I didn't want to get too much into this.
Go
back into that one again, so I didn't actually get anywhere on that one. But yeah, he does do past life regressions, and I think he's at the next Parameet. Yeah. And, you know, people can get sessions with them. And
we will, one of these years, actually get to Parameet.
Yeah, we're planning on it.
Kathy.
We will.
I'm seeing Kathy at the weekend.
I was going to say, no gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's from YouTube, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just talking about the galleries and stuff. So yeah, but
how did you find it? How have you found it there at the galleries? Because
we just didn't get enough time, did we? Really?
Wow. So that's the place for my first ever investigation. Well, ghost hunt difference. 2003.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's where I went. Like, it costs so much money. It's about £100 then.
Yeah.
Because it was with Fright Nights, and you know, you just didn't do it then, did you?
Yeah.
So it's just like fascinating. It really was. Yeah, Sketchy Grange 2025. So yeah. I've booked my hotel and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know about next year. I'm just going to watch it because I'm going to put the dog in kennels whenever I go somewhere. I'm kind of wondering about going abroad and getting a passport. You know, because it'd be interesting to go somewhere like Prague or
why not?
But then I was talking to a lady from Netherlands, and like they don't do that sort of thing in the Netherlands, and you know,
they don't do ghost hunts.
No, because because so many actually skeptics.
So
they don't actually like do location hire and things like that.
Oh, shocking! You wouldn't have thought it from somewhere like that. I mean, some like Spain or something. You know what I mean? Like some of the higher religious places.
Yeah, but it's just not a thing there yet.
I think we ought to go over there and make it a thing, don't you?
Yeah, because you know they don't hire locations and get public ghost hunts out there.
I was going to say,
you know, like public ghost hunts have a place, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, like I've dropped the top. But yeah, it's just strange, isn't it? Like you think like Europe's going to be like very similar, but it's not. It's not. It's so different.
Absolutely.
So obviously, you don't know if you're allowed in buildings or how things stand either.
I was going to say, I mean, like I said, I suppose you can understand in certain countries where, like, their religion and, you know, I mean, we've had...
Well, Vatican City, you wouldn't, would you?
No,
you know?
Definitely not.
You'd love to, but yeah.
You can say it's shot or buried in the ground somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we've had conversation before now, like, so random, like, you know, you're in the back of a taxi or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you've been," and you're like, "Oh, yeah, we've just come back from a ghost investigation," and you've got this Asian guy going, "Hold on a minute, we don't believe in that."
Yeah.
And then you get this whole conversation about how their religion is against all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, very fascinating conversation. I'm going back, oh God, a fair few months ago now, where we had a whole conversation about, he was quite open to it, but he couldn't tell his parents that he was open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's
and then
right,
it was this whole conversation of how his religion and like the whole kind of like their spirit just goes like that and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no afterlife, there's no this, there's no that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you?
That's the way it is for everybody.
It's like you said, how many locations out there would actually be haunted because nobody actually believes in them. So
yeah, well, they're going to be the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
to me,
I mean,
everywhere's going to sort of probably have a story. It's not
well,
allowed.
I mean,
Yeah,
even if it's people around you yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean,
You
I'm not
know.
going to get into the whole religion, like, but I can't really believe or understand how their spirits would be different to our spirits.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the way it is. That's
You know,
that's the way it's taught, sweetheart.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Like, but you know,
Oh yeah, that's right.
so you can imagine going over there, and there's that many spirits going. God, there's somebody who actually wants to talk to me.
Oh, yeah, you have got that. Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's like,
yeah,
I mean,
that would be interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
like
just how
back.
You get your equipment through customs, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh God, can you imagine that with the empath and stuff like that? Sitting there taking the whole thing apart, like just to make sure.
Especially if the button goes off and it's beeping or something.
We've done that on the train. I just had to say that we did that on the train by accident, didn't we?
Oh God,
the SP7 switched itself on the train. And
I've done that.
And we had one of the. Was it
the Magnavox? The Magnavox started bleeping out of nowhere.
And Andy was like, it's okay, it's not a bomb.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but it was in a solid steel cachet case.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the looks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I've got a case now, but yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? Really,
it's crazy. What
it's just like I was gonna say, some of the looks you get, and you're like, I mean, what was we had one not so long ago. I think it was when we go to Needle Forge, and we had this random guy walk past and go, "You got your pistol in there, right?" Yeah, because I'm just going to be carrying that around the streets with me.
Yeah, the last time I went to National Justice Museum, so you're right near the bars, so you go up. There's a car park. You've got a lot of bars up that area before you turn down the street, and you've got the church. You've got a beautiful church there, and they've changed it into a pub.
Yeah.
And pitch and piano. It's lovely, you know, but the toilets, so you got to go up the steps, and you go like right into the steeple area. Yeah, and you know it's absolutely fascinating, and yeah, it must go against the grain to a lot of people, but you know, it's what it is now, you know. But yeah, I was walking up down the road in Nottingham. If you're outside a pub because it's summertime, they get, you know, a bit rowdy, going, "Oh, what you got in there?" Mate. What? Yeah, mate.
Yeah. That's what I said. I mean, it's like we were saying, like you can imagine it's like because obviously when we travel down, obviously we've got the cachet case, we've got an army rucksack.
Two rucksacks.
So it's like the amount of times I've said like you can sit there and it's like getting something at the bottom of your rucksack.
Yeah.
And you start getting all these contraptions there and putting them on the table, and you got these like everybody's looking around and going like,
it's incredible, isn't it?
It's absolutely crazy, but
it's great.
But I don't tend to use it. I take it with me, but I don't tend to use it because I'm not under my own sensors.
Yeah,
I really do. And
well, that's it. I mean,
everywhere's different. You use different techniques everywhere you go.
I was going to say, I mean,
depends on the energy.
We'll sort that one out.
What time are you? Oh God, we're going to be there from about 12ish.
We'll sort that one.
Hopefully for 11, 12 months time. Nottingham.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go up because I'm a mad fan of Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
And
the box, the contraption thing.
What's it called?
Curiosities.
The Museum of Curiosities.
Yeah.
It's the only place I know
that sells them.
that actually makes and sells a movable configuration box.
Oh my gosh!
So I'm like, right, I've got to go because last time we went up there when we did the
He's on holiday now.
Sorry,
so you won't catch him. He's on holiday at the moment. It'll be open.
Yeah,
Steve. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last time we went in there, it was like we'd literally like
it's an amazing place.
We hadn't got a lot of cash with us, and it was just like I could have brought the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, little ghost purses. I think that's so cute.
Well, I've got a ghost handbag.
Yeah,
it's not with me. It's somewhere around me, but yeah. Yeah, you just tend to, don't you? And that's the thing, like, me and Kathy have been to that weird shop, and my gosh, it's like collectibles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I need to
So if you go in there, you are in trouble. Because
I don't know,
just want to buy those things.
I'd come out skinned.
It's terrible. And then it's like quite a dark area.
Oh,
well,
nice.
extremely dark area. Yeah.
There'll be one picture, but you've got to go now, haven't you?
You know what? We'll take you there.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not too far to walk down.
Oh, cool. Brilliant.
No, it's that area. It is kind of that area. It's just down the hill from the Ballarus. So, yeah, good. But, yeah, we'll sort something out.
I'm guessing they don't do spirit vessels in there.
No.
They've got a lot of stuff in there.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
They've got, like, they sell boards and everything.
Nice.
So even though it's like collectible stuff, you know, you've got cartoon things, you've got your models, your whatever, you know.
I've seen the
vinyl, things like that.
You have to get something to take home.
Yeah, I've seen the randomly weird one that Dave A thought walked out.
Well, that's my fault.
That was great.
Yeah, and poltergeist activity.
Oh, cool! Even better.
Yeah, let us know. I'll book it. We'll sort of meet up there sometime, and yeah, it is incredible.
Yeah. Well, we did book it. God, we booked.
Busy.
It
was June last year.
But obviously with everything going on with that.
You've got the other. Yeah, of course you have, and that's it. You know, life comes first, doesn't it?
That's it. Yeah,
you know, paranormal. You have to sort of put around that.
Definitely next year.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to fit it in next year.
Next year.
Because that's my kind of local go-to place now.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not expensive, is it? It's not like
it's
very expensive.
Do you live in the Nottingham area then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Between Nottingham and Derby.
Oh, okay.
7 miles each way. So yeah.
Oh,
so it's kind of handy, like. But I'm Nottingham, not Derby, so obviously go more to Nottingham than Derby.
Yeah.
Obviously. I did used to host at Derby Jail with Kathy and Christine. So
next April,
we've got that booked in for next April.
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Oh,
something different.
Because we've never we've heard obviously yourself talking about it and other shows. But never really had the opportunity to get in there.
Yeah, it's interesting, but there's just you got potential for noise pollution. That is the problem with it because it isn't that big. So if you get somebody talking like one side, the voices carry.
Okay.
So especially if they aren't quiet, so it just depends like sort of who you go with and.
Yeah, I was going to say. I suppose it's all right. I mean.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've got an EVP there, even though I don't get them. So I did get an EVP there, even though I don't get them.
Oh, cool.
So generally,
Fabulous.
Yeah, and that was just on a phone.
Wow. Just
on a video. So
even better.
Just a video, you know, and it's just there.
Oh wow.
Oh, Tudor World. Yeah, I've not been there. Derby Jail. Yeah.
Great place, Tudor World.
Tudor World's brilliant.
Yeah, you go with a good team. Tudor World, yeah.
Oh, bless, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Phil.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely. If you've not been there,
well, it's just out of my. I can only do an hour. I get tired, so I do tend to stick to an hour. Otherwise, I'm just too tired. And I went to Warwick Castle, and I had to have a sleep at Leicester Forest East. Because it's just too far to, you know, and that's the problem, isn't it?
That's the same for us, I guess, because if we go further out, it's like 4 hours travel. And
I think the longest one we did, I'd say Craggy Knoss was probably our longest, weren't it?
Yeah, even though it's only mid-Wales, Wales is quite close to us.
Of course it is, yeah.
I think it was 2.5 hours on the train.
Yeah, 2.5 hours on the train.
And then it was another 45 minutes by bus.
Yeah.
And then by the time you got there, you're like,
so I mean, like especially doing the invest on the night time as well, and you just energy drained.
Don't get me wrong, it was worth it. It is beautiful.
Yeah, so they're going to be tired. They're on a double. Guys, Cliff, and then
yeah.
Oh God,
galleries.
Do you know? I'll tell you what, we've done that. We've
oh God, I've done a triple before.
Oh God, no.
Gee, that nearly
triple.
It's about 2 hour drive. 1.5.
I'm going to say we decided.
You've done a few
over the last that we did an undisclosed location round by us.
Yeah.
And then we was doing another investigation the next night. No, it was the other way around, wasn't it? We did
did the Halloween, and then
we did the Halloween event down at Wappenshaw.
Yeah.
And then
we did this location the night after, and it was just like my energy levels come that second investigation.
They dropped.
With just nowhere near where they should have been.
Yeah. So
that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that when you've got no energy, you don't get the spirit energy either, are you?
Exactly.
That's your issue. Like, but do you find you get battery drained on anything?
Yes.
You do. I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's me, because I say you're free to take my energy. Yeah. So I think they take my energy rather than drain my batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, like
get that.
My worst, and I don't know what it is about my camera, but I can guarantee, excuse me, that my camera will probably drain or get turned off at least 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
It's really bizarre.
Have you tried it with a different camera?
Yeah.
Same, right?
Yeah. We had. I mean, I brought a brand new. I mean, touchwood, that one's only got a couple of times. I brought a brand new 4K.
I've had it switched off.
And
loads of times by spirit.
Put it on a lock off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on a lock off. And I know it was running before I left the room. Hour and a half later, goes to turn it off, and it's already off.
Worth of footage, and it's gone.
And I've literally, I got about 2 seconds worth of footage.
Yeah.
So it literally was turned off the moment I turned it back.
I like to turn them off.
Wow.
Absolutely good.
Oh my gosh.
Especially because at the time we were all downstairs. This was at this old rope works, and we got noises and stuff coming from upstairs.
Yeah.
And here's me going like, "Oh, it's all right. It'll be on my lock-off camera." And then you go upstairs and you're like, "No, man, actually,
it's not actually."
Absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah. I've had that a few times.
It's odd, isn't it? You know, it's odd how many times like you stop filming and then something happens, or you know, and it's hard to get things on actual camera, isn't it?
Yeah, God, yeah. This is why now we literally the first thing we do whenever we go to any location is we'll always put one camera down before we even start setting up.
Yeah,
because
just see what you get.
Yeah. We've done it a few times, haven't we? Where we've
I've had 3 or 4 cameras on at one point.
Yeah.
And it's mad how you just still manage to miss stuff. Yeah.
Well, we did. I mean, like we in Stourbridge, a place called the.
Which was at Talbot
Hotel.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've heard of the location. I haven't been. It's just outside.
It's really good, good location.
Yeah.
But we did it there. We had
it's a bonded warehouse as well, there, isn't there?
Yeah. That's just extortionate money, though. It's only.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah, it's stupid money. How much did they say? About $1,000
for what?
For bonded.
Bonded warehouse, yeah.
Yeah, about $1,000.
Yeah.
What exactly is it? Just a warehouse? You know what I mean?
And they won't let you film either.
They won't let you film.
Oh, God, no.
So
this is what gets on my nerves. Like, if you go to a location and I found out that the one in Liverpool.
Yeah.
You can't use show photos on social media,
Yeah.
Lucian, or video, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
if I can't take a photo and I
That's
can't
it.
do a write up
Yeah,
and put the
there's no
photo
point.
with it,
Yeah.
and I ain't going.
Well, that's what we said.
Exactly.
That's
The
what I mean.
photos don't mean anything.
No.
They're not, you're not going to be disrespectful or anything.
Well, exactly. I mean,
Exactly.
we found that it's like, believe it or not, Shrewsbury Prison. They don't like you, but they're the same. They can actually sue you if they find out that you've put a video
I
out.
heard a noise then.
Sorry?
I heard a noise then. I don't know if it's you, Tracy.
Probably me. I've got a cat.
Oh, that'd be it. Yeah, that'd be it.
Yeah.
She's got a cat. It's all right.
I'm trying to pick her up. Sorry.
I'm
surprised you've not heard any little.
I'm going to pick her up, but she's disappeared.
I'm surprised you've not heard. I'm surprised you've not heard a little girl's voice.
Oh no.
You've got a little girl spirit.
Oh, cool. I used to have a dog snoring, so he's woke up now. Yeah, you can see a bit of it. But yeah.
But yeah, we was told that they can actually sue you.
Yeah.
So we got round it.
Yeah, we had to
by calling it the Dana, not Shrewsbury Prison.
Yeah, no, we did ask. They gave us permission.
Yeah, they gave us permission.
Yeah, I think you can get permission. But like I went somewhere else and got permission. It's fair enough.
Let us know.
Yeah, they said it was. They said we could do it and film it, but we wasn't allowed to use the trademark Shrewsbury Prison.
That's it. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Which okay, fair enough. And
yeah,
that's okay. I suppose the only reason for that is obviously if somebody's just tourist and they type in Shrewsbury Prison.
Yeah, they don't want to see that. Yeah,
they don't want to be like. They don't want to be associated, even though you'd have to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to know that Shrewsbury Prison is haunted.
Well, yeah.
But
I think back in the day, like I never thought that places were haunted, but like everywhere is, we kind of find that, and
absolutely
just doing what we do, we attract it, don't we?
We had. I mean, like I said, like Tracy said, I mean, we had a Shrewsbury Prison. We had an amazing night.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Until it didn't build up until after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But what we caught on camera was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was
EVP like voice wise and weird stuff.
But I mean, we had. There's one of the cells there.
Got slammed. Yeah.
Yeah, we went with good friends of ours. Paranormal Presence.
Dark Hearts.
And Dark Hearts.
Yeah.
And we went up onto the higher wing.
It was A and B.
A and B wing, wasn't it? Yeah. So we was on second floor A and B wing. And we've got our rave chaser going off and on command.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, was it Nandi?
Yeah.
Nandi Bell. She's gone upstairs,
go upstairs
into the higher floor.
Yeah.
Into the highest floor. She's getting halfway up the stairs when one of the prison doors slams shut.
Brilliant.
On the top, and it was just like,
oops.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
Didn't capture it slamming, but the sound.
We captured the sound, but obviously there was no button on the top.
Right.
Yeah, it was loud.
It's probably the first time I've actually been in the same room as a girl screaming on an investigation.
I've done that a couple of times. Admittedly, not so much recently, but yeah. It's not. It's more the shock than the fear.
Yeah.
It's like if you're walking and like a mouse jumps out, I'll scream, but I ain't bothered about mice. And it's just like shock effect, isn't it? More than anything.
It is, especially when it's all gone quiet, especially if you're in like
just literally quiet,
where there's no build up to it. It's like you're sitting there and you're going out, you're like probably an hour and you're going, it's pretty dead here, it's pretty dead here, and then all of a sudden.
In fact, that happened at that weird shop. Kathy was there. Yeah. So basically, there was 6 of us. Most in the group were mediums.
Yeah.
And the energy was really quite mad.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's got these things, flashlights move and sing and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And they hadn't generally been going off. In
Yeah.
fact, I didn't even know the existence of some of them. All of a sudden, all the things went off at the same time. Flashing lights, sound, a cat ball went off as well. We didn't know what the hell had gone on. So you're in the darkness. All of a sudden, everything's flashing around. You're like, so I think there are at least a couple of screams there. It was, and we did ask them to recreate it, and they did. And I think I got it on footage.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like incredible, you know, and it's just things like that. You just can't.
Yeah.
No,
You do react, you know. And you're not running. It's like, whoa. But
Yeah.
But
so I suppose I think we've only ever had, I'd probably say the weirdest one like that was probably the Talbot.
Yeah.
That was Trace just setting Trace up on an SS method.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we got
like
door,
that.
there was no door.
We'd got the place to ourselves pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, it was empty.
And
especially that half though.
I heard what sounded like somebody slamming a door.
But it's only
though there's only 3 doors into the main hall, and they're all swing doors.
Right. Okay.
There's no door caught moving on the cameras.
Yeah, and we'd got a lock-off camera outside facing these doors.
Yeah, cool.
And obviously watching back afterwards, we realised that it wasn't just a door slamming, but you hear heavy footsteps coming across the whole floor, and then an almighty smash.
Wow.
So we don't know where it came from.
And it's like prime example of, like you said, things happening and not taking photos or pre-photo shots.
Yeah, we should have had extra cameras
because in the ballroom they'd had a 50th birthday the night before.
Okay.
And they'd not cleaned it up. So there was still glasses and everything else. Well, we didn't realise until afterwards that down the one end there was glasses smashed on the floor. And we're like,
prove it. You can't prove
we
it.
couldn't. I mean, it sounded like glasses smashing to the floor, but you can't prove it because we had
because it could have been
there before.
It could have been there before
because obviously they'd not tidied up, and it was just like one of them.
Oh bugger! Yeah. That's what happened with these. I'm a Celebrity Castle had sort of rubbish because it had something going on, you know, and and if you hear things,
it's just the way it is.
That's right. You know, you go in these places and you take it as it is, you know. And
that's it, and it just
some of them, you know, struggle with the floorboards.
Yeah,
you know.
Sorry. We have captured some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
It's an amazing journey.
The thing is,
it's all about is the experience.
The one thing I love, and I've got to say it, is besides anything else, is meeting people. And working with people.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we've met so many friends.
Yeah, people you get on with.
through doing it, that it's just absolutely amazing.
It is great because like, I've got a little private group. I book locations. I've got Haunted Antiques, got Matlock, and you know, people like Ellesmere Port. Gary's been to a few of them. Mark Dudley, and you know, from across country. And you know, it's just been great. And these people have met up. They've got to know each other. They get in touch on Facebook, and you know, that's it. And
that's what I said. I mean, the amount of friends we've got, great. I mean, it's like you know, like yourself, and
exactly.
Lots of loads of others that you know, that, like you said, you probably wouldn't have even noticed in the street if it weren't for.
Well, exactly. Because you're mixing with people of all different like backgrounds and like jobs or whatever, and different life stories, and
it's just absolutely amazing.
You know, you've just got this weird world that we're all part of. And it's so fascinating, and you know, you can have a conversation between us, and we could go, "Oh yeah, this happened." But you tell somebody off the street, "This happened." I think you need a straitjacket, don't they? You know, I try to explain I did try and explain my own experiences to a friend. He says, "I know you believe that happened, I don't believe in paranormal. It's like, well,
Mm.
what you say then?
Well, that's it. I mean, it's like we said, like going back to Wappingshire, where obviously because there's a group of workers that go down there, you know, and obviously Bernie, the owner, he was very sceptical when we first went in.
Oh wow, yeah.
But the stuff that he's witnessed,
yeah, because he's seen it
has kind of
straight
convinced
on. He's
him.
always
But
been there.
obviously the rest of the workers, me and Trace are Fruit Loop, were weirdos, were nutters, because none of them actually.
Yeah, but it's just the sense of you.
They don't want to believe it. You know, it's like
it's just there. They don't
yeah,
really...
to them, it's kind of like they're not willing to accept.
Yeah, that's right. And I think some people are closed off. They're not going to attract it.
Yeah, yeah.
Every that's it.
Well, no, I was going to say
a lot of the older generation are brought up that it's not a thing.
Well, that's it. I mean, the only thing we've said is like we would quite happily bring you along on the night time.
Come along and see for yourself.
For you to come and sit with us while we do an investigation, and then you know if you see what we've seen and what Bernie's seen,
that's
your own mind up.
That's right. Yeah, and it is fascinating. It really is. And
oh God,
yeah, you know, it's going to be great to finally meet up with you. Obviously, I've met you.
Definitely looking forward to it.
So yeah,
4 or 5 days now.
I've just got to sort out when I'm going to meet you, whether I go into Nottingham and then come back, or sort of what I'm going to do.
Whenever you're ready. I mean, we're not going down. I mean, we're going to be there.
So whenever you're ready.
I was going to say because of the awkwardness with the trains over this end, we've said we're going to travel into Nottingham early.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, even if you have to pay the extra, get early booking into the hotel.
Yeah.
So we can drop everything off, and we should be there. We should be in Nottingham for about 12ish.
Yeah, that's tea time.
Whatever time I'm going to say, whatever time
you're ready.
Yeah. You know, I went into Nottingham, had an appointment, and got out within an hour. So it took me an hour to get from my door back to my door after going into Nottingham. So, but then the parking costs £3 an hour.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
But yeah, there is a better place to park than that.
Yeah. Isn't it?
But yeah, I was going to say,
I'm excited. Definitely.
Yeah,
but our last big night out for a while.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's another one going the weekend afterwards, which we weren't planning.
Yeah.
So
we ended up we're going with because Emily Paranormal had got 2 spaces spare, lot, so I was like, yeah, we'll have them.
Oh, so that's I saw that come up. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, she's great, Emily Paranormal.
Yeah,
we've done a few. Sorry,
I met her in Skegness.
Yeah, no, she's brilliant.
Yeah,
she's great.
So yeah, she's brilliant. Yeah. Oh, so that's cool. So yeah, we'll sort something out. But how do people get in touch with you? So you Conjure Quest Paranormal.
Conjure Quest Paranormal Investigations. We've also got YouTube under the same name, and we've also got anybody's interested in booking the Wappingshire location. You can get in touch with us on Spirit Quest.
The Spirit
Quest
Project.
The Spirit Quest Project.
Yes, the Spirit Quest Project, Wappingshire Wharf Facebook page.
Right. I can't spell that word. But yeah, we'll put that on after.
I'll put it on there.
Yeah, we'll put it on there after. Put all your links on and then people can find
brilliant.
you. And,
definitely brilliant.
I want to thank you so much for your time. That's been brilliant.
No, very welcome. Appreciate you inviting us on. Thank you.
And sorry about the background noise. Birds woke up.
Oh, bless her. Well, I'm looking around thinking our cat was scratching something.
He's well happy. Yeah. He usually sleeps when it's dark, but it's woke up. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Thanks so much, and take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all your comments.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.